What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. My name is Rico, and if you haven't already, I want you to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. I wanted to talk today about inflation and ways to beat inflation. Right now, inflation is running rampant right now. It's at 40-year highs, and you can tell the difference as you go to your favorite stores and you are seeing a big difference in prices. And inflation may be here for a while until, because right now the Federal Reserve is in the process of trying to slow down the economy in order to make prices stable. And right now, inflation can be a scary time right now because your power and your money is not the way it used to be. You have smaller purchasing power right now as things rise up in prices. So it's very important to find out ways how to beat inflation or slow down inflation on your money. And it's very important because you don't have to just sit there and take it. You do have ways to be able to mitigate the impact of inflation. And I wanted to talk about a couple ways to do it. The first way to do it to slow down inflation, to slow down the impact of inflation on your life, is to be able to cut back on things. That's the simplest way. And what I mean by that, cut back on things, is, what in your budget can you cut out? What can you slow down your spending on so you can keep more of your money? And think about services that you have that you want but you may not need. Think about streaming services. Think about like Netflix and Disney and all those streaming services. Are those a need? Is that a want? Do you have subscriptions for 3 or 4 or 5 different streaming services? And is that something that you could cut back on? Something like that. Think about your spending habits. Are you eating out a lot? Can you maybe do more or be more efficient as far as being more efficient as far as your grocery shopping, buying things that's going to last you for the week? Those are some of the things you could think about, just being more efficient with your money, because you need to be able to keep more of your money instead of more of your money going out to places that you don't really have to spend money on. And it's very smart to be smart with your money, because right now we are in a high inflation environment where your buying power is not the way that it was last year or a couple years ago. So it's very important to be able to find out ways how to keep more of your money, to be able to have that money to have more power. So that's one option. These next two options, I think, are going to be the more powerful options, things that most people need to do. The second option is get out of debt. That's going to be that's a powerful option. That's a great option, a powerful option, because right now America is in debt. America, the country, is in debt. Our consumers are in debt. Last year, the consumer spending for last year reached all-time highs. So it lets me know that people are spending. People are using their credit cards to be able to, spend. Maybe their spending is things that they need, but maybe some of that spending, or probably some of that spending, is things that they don't need as well. So it lets me know that people are used to borrowing money and used to borrow money and getting into debt as we reached all-time consumer debt highs last year. So it's very important right now during this time frame, because we are in a high inflation environment and possibly going into a recession. So it's very important that we get out of debt, because when we get out of debt, it frees up more money. It gets us in a spot to where we have more power with our money, because if we have, all these debts and it's eating away at our income, then it's taking away our power to use that money for other things, to be able to buy things, to be able to invest in things, and be able to put that money in some assets that we could use. So it's very important that we get out of debt, because debt, it takes away your money. It just eats away. Say for example, you have 4 or 5 different credit cards, and that money is just eating away every month because you have a bill every month. It's just eating away, and you paying that bill every month. Well, that money could be going to somewhere more efficient, more important. Buying stocks, get into real estate, buying stuff for yourself, investing in yourself, courses for yourself, skills for yourself. So it's very important to get out of debt. The third option is make more money. That's going to be the most powerful option. Make more money, because you could cut back on your debt. You could cut back on spending, but those are good. But it's also good to have more income, and you need to be able to have more skills. You need to have more skills to use to be able to create more money, to be able to serve more people. And it's very important, because a lot of times people look to cut back on things. Then they see, I'm cutting back on things, but it's better, but maybe it's not the way it should be. Maybe it's still tight. And it's very important to know that, income, you need income, because the more income you make, the less power inflation is going to have over you. The less power a recession is going to have over you. So income is very important. And they always say, one stream of income is too close to none. Use those skills. What skills do you have? Think about now, what skills can you hone in on? What skills can you use to be able to serve your fellow man? And that's going to be very important right now, because during a recession, during inflation, during a recession, people have the thoughts that, everyone is struggling, but that's not true. A lot of people become millionaires during recessions. A lot of people become wealthier. A lot of new millionaires was brought about in the 2020 recession. So recessions are times where people can build, times where you can really increase your wealth. So that's 3 things to look out for, 3 things to do. Cut back on your spending, get out of debt, and make more money. If you could do those 3 things, you could be able to beat this inflation, and also you could be able to really build during a recession. So I just want to share that. Give me some comments as well. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you think about this period that we're in as far as inflation. And also, let me know what you're thinking about as far as a future recession. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions, and I appreciate it. If you can, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. And I appreciate you guys listening, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.